Greetings from the land of Canada, my name is Nooch and welcome back to another episode of How to Minecraft. And Mitch coerced me into, streaming a bit earlier than I was expecting. Which, I mean, it's probably got a good reason. We'll see what's up. Mitch, where you at? He's probably in Discord somewhere. Alright, well, I mean, Mitch tricked me. He tricked me into starting early. I was trying to watch the end of LGD versus VP. But I guess we ain't got time for that. Ain't got no more time for that. There was an attempt indeed. So, I think we're just gonna, head to the nether, see if we can find a fortress, and yeah, do some exploring. Look at this guy. You troll.
No, I'm trying to give you my viewers, bro.
Oh, that's what's happening. Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you a little juice out here.
All right, fair enough, fair enough.
But I can't come and stream for another hour. I'm going to bed, but figured I'd drop in and say hi, because I dropped in your stream and saw you complaining that I baited you in.
Yeah, well, dude, I was watching the end of LGD versus VP. It looked like a pretty good game, but, it's all good. I mean, this is way better, to be honest. Like, I've got a grand total of 2 viewers. I'm just kidding, my chat's exploding right now. The counter totally hasn't updated.
Only 2 people? Someone's raging at you now. Yeah, you have 40 already. 40 on wrist.
Yeah, no, this is hype. This is super hype. I don't know how far the border has expanded, but it looks like nothing at all. So, I think I'm just gonna go back inside because the nether doesn't look like it's really progressing anywhere right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, shoutouts to you for I don't know. I guess the stream bomb. I appreciate it.
No, I figured you're going live soon. I may as well bait you into starting 10-20 minutes early and send you my viewers.
Honestly, it's probably a good thing. It's just I was kind of looking forward to us doing like a little one-of video on the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd be down. Just I just was streaming for an hour and a half and I need to get to bed.
Dude,
but
I totally get it.
Yeah,
like,
congrats.
I'm the same. Thanks for the sub. Hold on, let me check that. GFR 1305. Thanks, man. I super appreciate it.
guys, subscribe with Twitch Prime. Do you have Twitch Prime? Make sure you subscribe.
Hey, Mitch. I'm the one that's supposed to be doing the selling out. Okay, not you.
I know.
I don't need you to sell out for me.
Yeah, you do. Sell out. Buy Nooch mugs on noochmugs.com.
That's the best website.
All right, I'm going to bed. Have
10,000 clicks. All right, peace out, dude. Have a good one. I'm kind of just trying to think of something to do. I kind of want to do some more building, to be honest, because it was a lot of fun last episode. Just building in general, because I have an idea of how I want to build my base. It's going to be like this super abstract modern art kind of thing where it's all going to be made out of these cubes. Like each of these cubes are going to be like sort of chambers. Each of these cubes are going to be the chambers, and they're all going to have the same hourglass design, and I'm going to spread them out like this. Like I'm going to show you guys what the actual border is going to look like right now. So we're going to be getting walls for this because I think it looks the cleanest, and like it's going to be it's going to be interesting. So the way it's going to look is it's going to be connected like this, so that each of the walls each have its own border, and the border itself is going to be made of these walls, and then in between is going to be filled with different colored blocks and different types of blocks in general. So that's going to be a nice cool way to keep things fresh and to be a little bit creative, just because the amount of like stone, bricks, wood houses that I'm seeing from everybody, it's I don't want to say it's disappointing. I don't want to say it's because I'm not throwing shade. I'm not trying to throw shade at all. It's just that I want to sort of take a more creative route when it comes to building my home. Just because, like, when it comes down to the actual things that you do in Minecraft, and from like one playthrough to another, they're very similar. And I feel like the things that you can really work on are the actual house that you live in, and like how you go about building everything. Because even the farms stay the same from time to time. So, like, I'm gonna try to make this like a really neat looking house for people to sort of remember. Like that's the biggest thing. Is I want to have a house that people can look back at and be like, yeah, that was kind of cool when he did that. And I sort of want to make a lasting impression. it's gonna be like this essentially. So imagine that's this, okay? I want it to be this. I want it to look like this. Fell. Okay. I want it to look like this, essentially. And I'll have the top part as well. So this is what I'm going for. I'm going for this design where each wall is a different material. So I'm not this season. I'm not really going to be like the most OP. I'm gonna be focusing more on building, just because I want to make a really nice a nicely designed base, essentially. Something that's really appealing to look at. Something that when people look at it, they're gonna go like, "Whoa, that's kind of cool." Because I think this design is like it's like really clean, and it's really like it's really like cut and dry, you know, bread and butter sort of thing. And I kind of want to go for something a little bit more like flashy, is what we'll say. Just because I feel like there's not much point in progressing right now, just because everything is it's such a stalemate, and we don't really have anybody to interact with, just because we play at odd times. And just focusing on something creative it's definitely what I want to do, especially since I want this to be a very relaxed series. This isn't going to be the most intense, super high energy, looking to fight all the time, looking to just like doing whatever like that they used to be. I'm kind of taking this as like a nice chill break, because it's just way more like relaxing, you know. I just want it to be something that I do for fun and not take too seriously, essentially. Okay, so we got our sapling, because I want to make it birch. I think the birch would be kind of cool. It would be sort of lighter. It'd be a lot lighter versus the brown of the soul sand. This is not enough birch, so we're gonna have to wait around a little bit for a sapling. But yeah, my day was fine. It was kind of chill. We sort of like ran into a few issues at work, just with like the new builds and everything. Just the way it's literally like the same thing over and over again when they try to release new versions of the game, and like we have to bug the hell out of them, otherwise they're gonna break, and everybody ends up finding such ridiculously broken stuff. And it's not even like, it's just coding. Like it's not even like gameplay errors. It's just like, okay, one of the things is I wish that Valve had a QA. This is the thing I talk with my buddy with all the time. It was just like, if Valve had a QA, like there would be so many fewer glitches in Dota and Counter-Strike, and it's just brutal. Because they might have a QA, but they're not they're not very good at what they do. Well, actually no, they might be amazing at what they do, but they just don't have enough. But that's the thing, like the thing with video games is that they're never perfect. You never have a perfect video game. There's always going to be bugs, no matter what. And it's more about getting rid of the bugs that are the most game-breaking and the ones that affect gameplay the highest. So, I mean, this is my job, essentially. I'm a game tester. So, that's what I've been doing. If you guys have been wondering, which I know that a lot of people are probably wondering that coming off of Mitch's stream, is that what have I been doing in my free time? Well, I've been working. I've been a game tester for about a year now, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and it's pretty good work. It's like I said, it's really relaxing. Not a lot of pressure, and it's like it's just a nice like break, essentially. And like coming back and doing YouTube now, it's like it's a lot of fun because it's super fresh, and I just feel like I have so much direction because of how to Minecraft with what we're doing. Did you hear about the nuke that happened today? There was a nuke. Was stuff going? Was it Jerome? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we want to go up 8 blocks. Was it Jerome? Was it Jerome? It had to have been Jerome, right? Like, Flo accidentally nuked? That's a pretty big mistake, I think. I mean, nuke is a big deal. Mitch obviously dodged it because he has 0 on his death counter, but I'm sure a lot of people who had 0 were probably very upset about that. Or, I mean, were there any casualties, I guess? Because it's just, the whole thing is just a massive TNT raining from the sky. 3 waves of 5 TNT dropped on every person. Everything got rolled. Okay, everything got rolled back. Okay. That sounds like quite an event. That sounds hilarious. Was it hilarious? Because to me that sounds hilarious. I bet like that's such a combination of hilarity and tragedy though, because I bet a lot of people thought that like for like a brief second like what is going on, right? But then obviously most people are experienced with this sort of thing and know that they'll just get rolled back. But that's good. That's fine. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We got backups on backups. Anyway, you know what this game, you know what my series is going to turn into actually, and I'm kind of down? It's going to turn into a scavenger hunt. It's really going to turn into a scavenger hunt because we're going to be just looking for like new stuff to do and to add to our base essentially. Just because like that's going to be my goal this season, okay? This is my goal. Have the sickest base. And if we can't do that, then at least we'll come in second. Because we really like, I don't really care to compete in terms of like having an arsenal, like the best set of armor or like something like that. Just I want to make the sickest base, and I know that a lot of people are going to be competing for that as well. Like I know people like their water bases and stuff, but I'm gonna try to go like full unique here. Just. Can I make a hopper? I think that would make this so much easier, because this only has one spot in the top, so it's gonna be a lot easier to actually accelerate that. Check out Vic's perspective, which was the funniest. I might do that actually. I wouldn't be surprised if Vic had the funniest perspective from that. Vic's a world-class entertainer. I'm sure he would turn that into something hilarious. Oops. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of that. How did I manage that? Oh, I had it on the wrong hotkey. Oops. Alright, so we're gonna put all this kelp in there. Kelp. We're also gonna go farm some more kelp. And that we're doing this because we're gonna make the block, essentially, the dried kelp block, one of the walls. So we need to go and get that. Kelp's really nice. I never knew about this until this season, actually. The fact that you can just cook kelp. And it's amazing. Like, why not? And yeah, that's a bunch. Let's get a little bit more. Let's clean out this batch, essentially. Cool. Let's just get that. Let's get that, toss it in the smelter, and call it a day. Actually, no, we can't call it a day because we have to go to the nether for a second and find some lava, which I mean, finding lava in the nether, it's like finding air in the overworld. It's easy. So, we're just going to go there. I think we're going to build a ladder. I think that's the best option for us. Just build a ladder up and down from the base of the nether. We just bring up buckets of lava, and that's our fuel source. Okay, this is the thing. This is what I like about just playing Minecraft in general, because I can look back at the game and think of all the crazy stuff that's happened. I find one of the craziest stories I've ever experienced with Ghasts is when we were playing on the Mince Raft server. This is like 2012 Minecraft. Like, this is old. This is the first survival multiplayer server that I ever played on. And it was called Mince Raft, and the logo was was a boat with a piece of steak in it, like minced meat with a raft in it, like. But it's also like Minecraft, as if it's misspelled. So it's like a really clever title, and I super well dug it. I digged it. I dug it. And man, how do we even get down there? Okay, I guess we have to go this way. Yeah, I super dug it. Dude, the nether is like on another level of scary. Just cause like, why am I here with my looting pickaxe? Okay, hold on. My looting sword, okay. And what happened was we were in the nether, and on that server we did everything vanilla, everything. Same thing with this. It's essentially the way that you keep it interesting, you keep it legit. And he made, or one of the guys on the server made an amazing library in the middle of the Nether. Okay, so it's like by the spawn, by the blaze spawn, where we went to farm all of our XP, and there's just books everywhere, like tons and tons of books that he spent a ton of time farming. And then, like, when you AFK at the gas spawner, well, not the gas spawner, at the blaze spawner, ghasts can spawn, and they did spawn, and they shoot randomly if they have a line of sight. And, like, they shouldn't have a line of sight ever. But I remember I was AFK, and I came back, the whole library was gone. It just went up in flames. It just completely went up in flames. Like, this, he must have spent so many hours building that, and then you know what happened? He rebuilt it. And you know what happened? It burned down again. You think you would have learned the first time, you know? Maybe you shouldn't build the library in the Nether, you know? Like, that's a lesson you don't have to learn more than once. Am I right? Like, that's crazy how it didn't just happen once. It happened twice, man. Holy smokes. Feels bad. Feels bad. I'm literally not making fun of him. I think that was like one of the most tragic moments, just like ever. Like, there's so many things that happen in Minecraft that are just tragedies, like no matter what. But like, I feel like that was up there. That was so up there. Going off the idea of the Nether library, maybe you guys should think about making the casino in the Nether. That's never happened before, I think. That's actually, that's an interesting idea. I'll pitch that to them, see what they think, because the Nether, like I said, it's like it's filled with ghasts, and ghasts have a tendency to just like destroy everything, and it's like really hard to build in the Nether because you want to have all of these, like the enclosed space. You want to have the enclosed space for sure, for so that ghasts don't see you, and that's a lot of building, right? So, I mean, it could be cool. It would make for a really sweet view. It would also be pretty full of banter. Oh, snipe! Easy clap. All right, so that's why I'm not worried too much about ghasts, because we could do stuff like that. But it's still a little annoying, because like if you build anything out of wood, it can just disappear within an instant. Okay, let's go and fill up these buckets. Buckets of lava. This is like a mini super smelter for us. Gotta build 2 more hoppers essentially, and we have exactly the amount of iron that we need for that. One of them is going to be putting all of these lava buckets into the smoker, and the other one's going to be pulling the kelp out of it. So we're going to need to put a little bit of a little exit here, I guess. Here, let's make one of these. Yeah, if you guys start talking about the TI, that's literally going to be what this video is going to turn into. So I mean, like, seriously, because I don't know how many people probably know this, but I tried to go pro in that game, and it's ridiculous how hard it is. It was so hard. Like, I got to the point of being like an amateur, but even then, like, it just wasn't working, man. That game is so hard, and like, just the people who play it, like, they're so intense, and like, if you don't win, it's just over, and if they don't like your mentality, it's just over. And like, it was just too much. It was just too difficult. It's mentally straining, just like crazy. Oh, I'm gonna get this Enderman actually. This is a free Ender Pearl because we have looting 3 already. Looting is like really the only enchantment oh wow, hello. Get the double kill. Bring it. That is loud. That is super loud. Listen to those guys. Okay, rip headphone users. Did I get him? Yo, can I get this Enderman, please? Whoa! Oh, jeez. Let's go acrobatics. Totally on purpose. Where you at, son? Yo, this guy's juking me. Have to. Oh, here we go. Ooh, too many. Yikes. Dang, dude, those guys trapped me. Yo, who says the AI isn't good in this game? Come on, let's be honest. I mean, we got the ender pearls. Let's go. Where'd the other one go? Did he peace? Who says the AI isn't good in this game? See how they just juked me? They completely avoided my entire base, and they baited me out. 2 next level for me, man. 2 next level. Yes, yo, granite. Granite would be really cool for this. Polished, right? Yeah, polished. Polished for days. Okay, let's get it. This is gonna be on this side. So let's do it. All right, sweet. Yo, our measurements were correct. Feels good. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll do slash spawn. I'll check it out because everybody wants me to check out those skills. So let's check it out. Skills. Coming soon. Skill tree new. All right. Weekly skill tokens. Let's talk to this dude. So this building focused skills. Gain access. How many tokens do I have? Okay. Click to unlock for 1 token. Access the craft command. That's really nice. 50% tool durability loss. That's also really nice. Passive haste. What? Yo, all of these are really good. Passive haste 1 2. Oh, slash top. Okay, you get slash top. Cool. Prospector. Resources have 10% chance of doubling. You already get that from MCMMO. Each point in MCMMO that you have, there's a percentage that goes up that you'll get a double drop from your from mining. Instant smelt. Instantly smelt your ores. I don't know if I like that. I think that there's a downside to that. I could be wrong though. Just if you wanted to keep like the ore, I guess. Plus 30% mining XP. Free anvils. Get away with using XP. Oh man, that's hype. Okay, dude. Passively dodging all attacks. These are really good. By the way. All your potions last twice as long. Drop the head of your victim. Ooh, that's good. Attack your enemies 50% faster. Right. PvE focus builds. I'm aware that the first floor that I have of the hourglass, there's a double block at the bottom, which that's not the end of the world. We might end up fixing that, but get an extra 10 XP from mobs, fishing, and breeding. Okay, 10%. I mean, it's good early game, I guess. Keep 75% of your XP when you die. Can I just get that? Really quick? Oh, it says I have 0 tokens. Okay. Lose 50% less durability from items and armor. Wow. These are pretty crazy abilities, man. Lose 50% less food? That's amazing. Or actually, I mean, it's sort of good. I don't know. Getting your ender pearl back, that's so good, dude. Get 2 extra home slots. Okay. This is sick. I like this. Thank you for recommending to show me. Thanks for recommending this essentially, just for me to go check this out. Yeah, that's super cool. Let's check out the market while we're at it. Just because the market itself has its own form of progression. Because we can sell this stuff. Buy price. Okay. Milk bucket. I mean, I guess since it gives you the iron. We don't really care for melon seeds. Yeah, those perks are super OP. Cake, apple, bread. I'm not gonna spend. How long can we stay at 0? It's actually a good question. Look at Ohm Record just chilling. Yeah, dude, I wanna watch TI. I'm gonna be watching TI after this. I'm super down. It's just that, you know, streaming. Gotta do it. It's fun. This isn't cooking as fast as I wanted it to. Well, it's because I'm used to the super smelter, that's why. I think that's what it truly comes down to. The super smelter itself is a work of wonder. This is nice though. This is nice. So we're gonna get these kelp blocks up and running. How many diorites did we use? How many blocks does it take actually? So 8, 6, 4, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. So all of that added up is 20. 20 times 2. So it does take 40. It takes exactly 40 blocks to do my design. Okay, cool. That's actually so nice. It's just such an easy number to remember. It's just 40 blocks. Cool, let's do netherrack. Prank Rob by placing TNT around his house to trigger PTSD from the nuke. I think I would like fireworks better in that case. It's because the TNT is too destructive, but the explosion sound will still trigger the PTSD. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously it's #1 thing we want to do to troll Rob, of course. Is the tower time for the clock itself? It's true, yeah. I mean, I think it's starting to. I think it looks good. Yeah, we can get rid of that bottom row, honestly. That bottom row, we can replace it with diorite. We just need to craft a little bit more, just because it took a lot. Also, I should probably get rid of that little example that I made, just because I don't know, it's not exactly my property. So, but I mean, the diorite itself, he's not gonna miss. Are you gonna fill the outside of the hourglass? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think having it open is part of the appeal. It's part of like the appeal of it, of just that, like, you look at it and it almost shocks you because you're like, whoa, that looks dangerous. And then like you start looking at it more and you're like, but I don't need to be in it. And it's like you look at it some more and you're like, wow, you know, I don't need to ever go inside of it. I just have to look at it, and looking at it itself is like fine. I'm wondering if that was a mistake, because I want to start building it outwards, right? I guess we could fill the entire thing. That would be cool too. He lives across the water from behind Vic's house on the island. Okay, so he's just living in the basement for a little bit, and now this is just Lachlan's brother who's living here. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I just want to build. It's gonna remind me. It reminds me a little bit of I forget what it's called. Maybe you guys remember. It's the one where it's like, is it called Skygrid? It's like a Skygrid essentially, where instead of a regular game of Minecraft, you load in and all of the resources themselves are spread out in straight lines, and it looks like this really weird dimension thing, and all the resources are there for you, except that there's so much space in between them that it's really dangerous to get around. So I was wondering if you guys know about that. Yeah, if you guys remember that. Like, I forget what it's called. My best guess is Skygrid. It's like the cousin of Hagrid. And trying to think of another pun. Can't do it. That's it. You should get one pun. The trifecta of comedy is dead. So we're supposed to have 3. We only had Hagrid and Skygrid. Sky Factory? Skyblock is different. Skyblock it's just, you have your own island that you work on, but it's like a whole dimensional thing. It just looks really cool. So that's basically what's inspiring my base right now, is that whole idea. And eventually we're gonna get like redstone blocks in there, and we're gonna have to bring like a fortune pick down so we can get there quickly. Probably ask for help from Mitch, but it's just gonna be art essentially. Late game, build a box with hourglasses on each side made with ores, redstone, lapis, iron, gold, diamond, emerald. Yeah, essentially, that's sort of the plan. Is eventually we're starting off with the low tier materials, the stuff that's easily obtainable, and near the top when it's finished, we're probably gonna try to get in some gold blocks, some emerald blocks, stuff like that. It's just that there's so many of them, right? That you need at least like 360 of the regular pieces just to finish it, because 360 divided by 40 is the amount that you need. OG or liquid, dude. OG, like they're so like. They're so the good guys, you know? They're just like the protagonists. Like, I feel like after Team Liquid won, they got like kind of cocky and like, I mean, obviously, like, what's his name? I can't believe I'm blanking on the captain of Team Liquid's name. Kuroki. Yeah, obviously Kuroki deserves it after everything that he's done and all the work that he's put into the game. But like, it just felt like after that, there just wasn't there just wasn't a storyline really. Like, it feels like they won TI, they crushed it, and like they never really did anything after that. Like, they never made it big in a major. I mean, they may have won like one major after that, but like you never heard about like their stuff on social media. They never really tried to make waves by breaking the meta. These are all things that OG did very well, and they continue to do today with like picks like Wisp and like Wisp carry. Like what are they doing? You know, like it's just that whole like mix up that they have. That whole mix up game that they have is just so important to like last as a team, right? Because otherwise it gets boring. If they don't, otherwise it gets really boring. And once you start getting bored at the game, then you just like become apathetic and you start throwing games. It's just how it goes. Like, really, there's nothing else to it. Okay, we gotta go to the Nether. Actually, we gotta go to the Nether one last time before the end of this episode. Just pick up a bunch of netherrack, just because I want to build like at least a block an episode. That's gonna be my series. So, I mean, that could be interesting in the long run, but I have a feeling that we might start reducing in views a lot, just because that sounds like something that a lot of people would probably get kind of bored of. Which is why I'm kind of like, I mean, that's the content I'm willing to make, to be completely honest. Everything else to me like just seems boring. Just digging some more, finding some more diamonds. It's just not interesting. I'm not against anybody who does it at all. I just think myself, as like a creator, I want to be a little bit more unique in that sense. I feel like having this as a creative outlet is actually kind of interesting, because I never really thought about it like that before, where it's like essentially a creative outlet, which it was for the longest time. You guys saw the stuff that I would make, and it's all that lasting appeal that I'm really going for. Same with season 3, with the walls that I made. Like, remember the wall that I built around our base? That wall was like was almost purely aesthetic. Like, I just wanted to do it because I thought it would look cool and have a lasting effect on people's memories, and they'd be like, yeah, I remember that wall. I remember that. That wall was really cool. And like season 4 with the moon in the sky, you know, something that people can look at and they'll remember and they'll think about it and they'll just be like, yeah, that was Nooch. You know? Okay, well, I'm kind of liking the idea of having there be a common filler block, because it A, makes my life a little bit easier, and B, adds some symmetry to it that honestly is gonna look pretty good at the top of a mountain where it's all snow. Hopefully, at least. We'll see. And we'll start building outwards with it. And like the thing is, as this builds, this is gonna take me a few days to finish, of course. As this builds, you guys are gonna start seeing the difference that it's gonna make in terms of like the stuff that people see. And like, I want to have this around for a while, just so that it makes the most impact, essentially. I got distracted. What was I doing? Diorite, exactly. Okay, a little bit more diorite. Yeah, look, it's a schlong. That word is so funny. Jeez. I wonder if I left anything in my base, actually. Probably not. Just some furnaces. VG versus TNC is about to happen. Who do I want to win? I want TNC to win. I think they're a lot of fun to watch. But VG Gaming, I mean, they're gonna be the ones that are like hyping up the crowd, right? So I do want to have some more of those Chinese fans going nuts in the back for their teams. Like that's actually like the coolest thing. Just hearing the roar of the crowd is like actually amazing. And like they're like insanely biased for their own teams. I think I heard them applaud like a play like once or twice from another team, but it's good. Can we get one last wall? Can we get one last wall before we end this? Please. Dried kelp? We're so close. We're actually so close. We got it. Nice. Alright, this is hype. We're gonna make this the floor. We're gonna make this the floor of this one. So, we can have something to stand on. This is so cool. For some reason, it's making me hungry. It's just making me think like sushi, right? That's what it really is. Oh man, I could go for some sushi. There's this all-you-can-eat sushi place near my new apartment. It's like amazing. It's like you just go there, you spend $30, and then you literally just eat as much sushi as you want. It's so good, and you can usually end up getting more than your value back, like just from that. So it's really nice. It's awesome. And the thing is, the reason why I'm telling you guys about this is because I know some of you might be like, yeah, that's like every all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant ever. But I know that there's people out there that have never heard of that before. And it's probably blowing your mind right now that all-you-can-eat sushi exists. Just because I know that there was a guy at work. There was a guy at work who was like that. I was like, yo, there's an all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant. He's like, all-you-can-eat sushi? I've never heard of that before. And like, he's from Australia, so I guess that makes sense. But, I mean, I don't know why it would make sense, but in case you guys were wondering, all-you-can-eat sushi exists, and you need it in your life. You need it in your life. It's just such a great experience. I really do just got to keep my energy levels up. I think that's the main thing with being able to keep this schedule, because this whole schedule is based off of my ability to essentially, I guess not work 2 jobs, but it's like, I guess it is working 2 jobs doing this. So, I mean, one of them is a lot more lax than the other, and it obviously takes a lot less time, which is why I want to spend the time doing this, like, in a way that I enjoy, which is, I'm enjoying building way more than farming, absolutely. So, that's what we're going to be going for, just making some creative builds. Try to wow some people, and keep it like that. I don't really need to be walking around in full diamond enchants. We don't have enough diorite. We're kind of running out of time here, I think, just because. No! Ah! Oh man. Well, I mean, I guess we're changing the floor. He did the renovating for us. What kind of creepers be creeping, man? Yo, those guys are like such douchebags. What are they doing? What do we make the floor out of now? What do we do? What do we make the floor out of? What just happened, man? Yo, it's because I know it was dirt, but I was keeping it with snow. That was sort of what I was going for, is the snowy floor. But we can change it to diorite, honestly, and we'll move it up a level just so we don't have to have this area showing. We need more diorite, of course. Of course. Man, that's already starting to look pretty cool. And I feel like if there would be things in between the hourglasses, it would just be sort of wasted space, and it would kind of distract it a little bit from the overall appeal. And it's like, guys, this is all that I had time to do. You got him. Cool. All right, we recovered. Build that up. Nice. Yeah, we recovered. Creepers who? Creepers what? So we've got all the stuff that we want. I guess we could use that furnace. Just put that there. And oh, magma. Lost a little bit of our magma guy. Remember when that was a Chad? This guy over here? He was a Chad? Yeah, good times. Anyways, the progression is getting there. Our base is starting to look nice. I like it. And we'll move on to bigger and better things when this project's finished, which is probably going to be a while. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the ride, and yeah, thanks all for watching, everybody. Take it easy. This is going to be the stream for tonight, and to everybody on YouTube, I appreciate your loyalty and your subscriptions and your views and everything, and your comments and your likes. And on Twitch, I appreciate your comments, your chats, your bits, your subs, your follows. And I would just like to say thank you all, because without you, this would not be able to exist, essentially. And I really do appreciate it. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one. Take it easy. Peace out.